If you're subscribed to the channel and you've been engaging recently, especially with these battery videos, thanks. Appreciate it, guys. The comments are really helpful. It's nice. Information I didn't know. But yeah, let's get started. In my last video about my e-bike project, I talked about the ryobi batteries I was going to rebuild using an old laptop battery for the cells. Well, I did it and it works just as good as the old laptop battery did. So not long, but success nonetheless. I'll show you how I did it, and this is the P104 Ryobi 18 volt battery rebuild attempt with success, Mark 1. Yes, that's right, Mark 1. I intend to mark several more marks. Be careful. You got to be careful if you're going to do this. Please don't hurt yourself. Thoroughly research before you do anything like what I'm going to be doing here. I've worked with batteries before. I've read about them. I know that they can do bad things. I've seen them do bad things, and it's good to be educated on that. Okay, so I'll show you the Ryobi battery disassembly first. You can see some of the tools I used here as a multimeter I finally unearthed from my toolbox, and a ProTech toolkit for working on electronics that's made by ifixit. There's a link below if you're interested in this toolkit. It has the special security Torx bits that are necessary for taking this battery apart. After I took out all the screws, it was easy to just pop apart. Check out all those innards there, look at that. Ooh, rubber padding on the bottom. That's nice. You can drop it and there's a little bit of squish. There's a heat plate too. Nice, nice. So I checked all the cells for voltage and they were completely dead. Some showed signs of having had leaked as well. The next part where I pry the spot welded tabs off, I didn't really catch because my camera died. But I'll show you that with a laptop battery and give you an example. Needle nose pliers are your friend for that. Gloves would probably be good too. There was this strange foam on the outside, that blue foam you see, where the leads for the batteries were covered up. It was a mess scraping away that stuff. So I suggest to clean that stuff off completely before proceeding, which I will do in my next rebuild. It will be the Mark II rebuild. Better, faster, stronger. Okay, the laptop battery, this is an old 12 cell I bought years ago. It worked for 5 years, really good. I babied it. I wouldn't let it discharge below 30%, but one day it discharged all the way down to 0. It was an accident, and it happened. It wasn't good. It was never the same after that. It still holds a charge, but it lasts for about 15 minutes, yeah. So tearing apart the casing was difficult, and I figured it out though because I tried and I did. If you choose to do this, be careful you don't poke yourself with stuff. Yeah, I ended up getting small cuts here or there. Like I said, gloves would be good. The cells were spot welded with nickel plating as usual. So you can see that I just used the needle nose pliers and some the little wedge things that come with that kit as well, to just remove the tabs there. Be careful on the positive end of these batteries because there can be a very easy cross of the anode and cathode. Am I saying that right? Positive negative can cross easily, and then you get boom, whiz, burn, and then it goes to the cell. I like how there's these ring-shaped protectors on the positive end for these batteries. It's a good precaution. After the cells were prepped, I loaded them into the Ryobi carcass. I forgot what direction all the cells were going, originally. However, there was a label that said positive on the circuit board, so I just put the positive there and then led the batteries after that, following each other on the positive negative. Yeah, I think you understand what I mean. And you can see that the foam stuff ended up shredding up all over the place. It's just ick. It's a mess. So remove that before you proceed if you're gonna rebuild one of these. And then next I spot welded the tabs back on to these new to this battery cells. This was difficult because of the foam mainly, but yeah, it worked out. If you're curious about the spot welder, I got it on eBay. I'll link to it below. It was a little under 200 bucks. It seems cheap, but it gets the job done. If you're thinking about soldering instead of spot welding, please be careful. These batteries shouldn't get heated up, and that's exactly what a soldering iron does, is heat things up. So if you're not careful, you can hurt the battery, you can hurt yourself, like really bad. So be careful. After all the cells were spot welded in place, it was time to put the thing back together, and I checked the voltage. All the cells were around 3.9, and then I plugged the thing back together, screwed the screws, and it was done. Look at that, red. I'm gonna name this battery Roxanne. You know what I mean? Though it works just like when the cells were in the laptop battery, they charged quickly, then died quickly. The Ryobi chargers I have recognize these to be charged when they simply spike in voltage when being charged, and then the charger thinks, oh yeah, they're charged. Well, I bought some better cells on eBay. I'll do a Mark II soon. That'll be great, and I'll share that with you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe. That'll support the channel if you care to. Yeah, and thanks. I hope that helped. See you later, Internet. Docs. Google Docs, where you go to get medical treatment. What? No, not a thing.